Hi, I'm Aviva and I'm founding Everybody, connecting families of children with additional needs to have everyday fun in everyday places alongside everybody else. As an artist working in the public realm, I've witnessed the power of the arts to bring people together. During year here, I've used art strategies towards community development and strategising in inclusive public spaces. But as mum to Dexter, who's 8 with Down syndrome, I also know how hard it can be to get out of the house and join in. Parenting a child with additional needs can be challenging and isolating, and good support hard to access, with the funding gap for disabled children's services quantified at £1.5 billion, including support for things that other children take for granted, like going out and having fun. This, combined with negative attitudes to disability, prevents families like ours leading ordinary lives. MenCap say 70% of parents of children with a learning disability have felt unwelcome in public when out with their child. So it's unsurprising that almost 1 in 3 of these young people spend less than an hour outside of their house on a typical Saturday. But community participation can transform outcomes through meaningful activity and interactions, sense of self, and greater visibility. So, what's it like when we go out? Before we even arrive, we're drained from negotiating both refusal to walk and unpredictable bolting on our journey. Next, managing what's an overwhelming barrage of new places, faces and behaviours for Dexter, unknown paths to navigate, strangers in scary uniform, incomprehensible queuing, interesting things he can't touch, and places he can't sit even when he's really tired. His unique over-friendliness and inappropriate volume shushed and scowled at. I feel responsible not just for his experience, but also for those of everyone around us. And I go home with a compromised experience of my own, exhausted by behaviour management and apologies, the endless creativity needed to engage and ensure his enjoyment, and the frustration when family-friendly activities don't factor in children like him who process the world differently. So, I'm founding Everybody. We work with arts and cultural venues to make their programmes more inclusive. Specialised provision has its place, but usually means something apart from everybody else. We host bespoke Everybody Days, bringing our community of families together with others like and unlike them as part of everyday audiences, changing attitudes along the way. We use approaches from inclusive education and lived experience to support those with difficulty understanding and communicating to engage and participate. We've trialled our toolkit at Jackson's Lane, focusing on pre-visit familiarisation, front of house, engagement activity and memory building. Our participants called it a theatre trip with a difference and an incredible opportunity. For most, it was their first positive, or indeed their very first theatre experience as a family. Now partnering with Jackson's Lane long-term, events are also in planning with the Albany and Deptford and a touring circus group. Our resources are being shared by partners as examples of best practice, most recently with the Young Vic. They are innovative because they address both child and parent directly in an accessible, appealing way. Everybody makes money through membership, event and consulting fees, and there's traction now. The Cultural Inclusion Manifesto launched last year, and organisations are paying up to £450 per staff member to attend inclusion training. Our event-based model is competitive because our work takes place on site, reaching more staff while adding capacity and diversifying audiences. We've been encouraged by inclusion changemakers with strong interest from family support organisations like Certitude and MenCap. People can be more disabled by societal barriers than by their difference. Everybody believes that sometimes only slight tweaks are needed to smash them. Our events give a short, sharp insight into how inclusion can work, inspiring and building confidence. Follow-up consultancy tailored to the arts equips our partners to embed awareness and practice from planning stage, and this is our mission, a culture shift in thinking about neurodiverse audiences towards a more inclusive cultural landscape. There are 40,000 families in London with kids with a learning disability or social impairment. If everyone here tells just 2 families they know to sign up online, we will reach 1% of them immediately. I'm also seeking introductions to decision makers at London's cultural venues, galleries, museums, heritage sites, performance spaces and other sites of possibility. A better welcome, richer communication and more imagination in our shared spaces. Better experiences for our extraordinary kids and their ordinary folk are better experiences for us all. Thank you.